Good morning, children. Welcome to Commerce class. See, in the last class we saw about logistic management, and today we shall go to the new topic. Go to a new topic called as outsourcing. See, the concept of outsourcing is a new emerging service sector in the modern days, and this new recently new type of business is more popular throughout the world, rather not only in India but also throughout the world. This new type of outsourcing is very popular, is getting popular in the recent days. One good example what we can say is called as, it is business process outsourcing, BPOs. We might have, it is a very common term which is being used in our recent what is it, in the system of analogs. BPO, it refers to you outsource or get the work done, a regular routine work in a business activity, a regular routine work, a work which is of routine in nature, is being outsourced from an outside agency. Outsourcing means you get the work done by an outside agency. Such a type of process you call it as outsourcing. So a regular routine work of a company, okay, it is being done by another company, okay, and which is an agency or which does such type of work to many other business firms. Such a type of process you call it as outsourcing. So what is the main purpose of outsourcing is, the business firm can concentrate on the crucial aspects of the business and the issues or the works which are almost routine in nature. It need not waste time in taking care of the routine jobs which doesn't require much special attention. That time could be utilized on focusing on the core activities of the business. So with this intention, the new process of business service sector has emerged, which we call it as outsourcing. Like example, designing and advertisement. See, for example, we are day in and day out, we see different forms of advertisement in different medias. Advertisement is seen in newspaper media, television media, and when you just open your YouTube, you just see a huge number of advertisements coming and falling into your uh, mobiles. So advertisement is one of the important outsourcing activity. The people who do the advertisement, they do not do the advertising aspect. The designing of the ad is not done by them. So this there are specialized people who are specialists in designing an ad here I mean advertisement. So this process is being outsourced to an advertising agency who give the advertisement on behalf of the business firm, like that, or after sales service. See, there are many services which the sale process, the sales is being done by the by using a franchise or anything, but the after sale service is being done by some outsourcing agent. See, when you take a washing machine, I'll give you a very clear example which we see in the day-to-day activities. Let us assume that we have bought a Samsung washing machine. The Samsung washing machine, we have bought it from the dealer, and the installation of that will be done by some other person. Okay, the demonstration will be done by some other agency. The dealer people will not come and give you the demonstration. The demonstration will be given by a technical person, because of late even the washing machines have got so much of new features which is really a little difficult to understand by a common person. So to give the instruction or to demonstrate about that particular product, we have specialists who exclusively are into such type of activities. So this installation of the washing machine, or sometimes if any after service service is required after 2-3 years, when we come out with any complaints, we just call whom we call the dealers, but the people from the dealers will not come, because the people who are dealing with these home appliances, they need not be technically very sound about the products. It is enough if if they have the skill to market their product, and the technical soundness will be provided. This technical soundness might be the people who take up this outsourcing. They appoint the people who with the technical knowledge to deal and to solve the queries of the problems that is encountered by the customers. So when we call for after sales service or for any servicing, the personnel from an outsourcing only comes and attends the the problem or the repair work. So maintenance of the accounts can also be done by outsourcing. So these are few examples for outsourcing. Next is the features of outsourcing. Let us see what are the features of outsourcing. First thing is you transfer the non-core activities to an outsider. A core activity means what? Very important activity of the business. See, for example, let us take manufacturing of home appliances. Let us take the manufacturing of home appliances. Take Samsung itself, let us take. The company can concentrate only on the manufacturing aspect of because that is the core aspect of the business. That is producing the goods at a lower cost is a core aspect or core objective or activity of the business. So they can concentrate on the core activity. The non-core activities, what are the non-core activities? Advertisement is a non-core activity. Marketing is a non-core activity. That is giving up franchising. That is seeing that the product reaches the customer. All these comes under marketing and salesmanship. That is non-core. And after sales service, it can be non-core. And maintenance of accounts, that can also be non-core when compared to production of the washing machines. So what is happening here is the company can concentrate only on the core activities. They can transfer the non-core activities like housekeeping. Housekeeping is not a very important task to appoint a few important skilled people to take care of housekeeping. It is all these are very smaller tasks which doesn't relate in any way to the core activity of manufacturing. So this gardening, maintenance, housekeeping, all these could be given to a third person. The security, all these could be given to an outsider, which we call it as, these are called non-core activities. So first thing is we identify the core activity and non-core activity. Non-core activities are given to outsiders. Next is outsourcing involves contracting. When outsourcing is being given or when the work is done by an outsider, you have to enter into an agreement, okay, with the main business, enter into an agreement so that the firm can concentrate only on the main business activity. So you enter into an agreement with a company who does all this routine work on a contract basis. The contract, it depends upon the person with whom we enter into the contract, that is the business firm and the outsider. Next is operational efficiency through outsourcing. The companies, what they do is when they concentrate only on the core activities, they become specialized in that particular core activity. Thereby what will happen when you become specialized, you become very efficient and you improve the quality of the product that we produce, because the firm need not concentrate on all the non-core activities which is just taken care by some other outside agent. So you can totally concentrate only on the core activities and become efficient in doing the business activity. Next is improved customer satisfaction. The number of customers, see, when the quality is getting improved, what will happen? They can see that the products are produced with high quality, high precision, and the product reaches the customers on time. So these can be taken as an important activity. And the outsourcing, by doing the outsourcing, what is happening? The after sales service is taken care by a specialized agent, and the installation is done by a specialized agent. So what is happening? The customer is also satisfied when they get a good amount of after sales service, and this in fact stimulates the purchase of the same product again and again. Next is cost reduction. The only way to survive and earn the profit through global competitiveness by fixing competitive price. See how the price can be fixed as a competitive price. Only when your cost of production is less, you will be able to sell your product at a lesser price, that is at a competitive price. Now, when can you reduce your cost of production? Only when you specialize doing a particular product. What will happen when division of labor is there? Specialization will be there. Division of labor means what? Dividing the whole business process into small unit and giving each process of unit to one person or a group of person is specialized division of labor. When people keep on doing the same task again and again, they get specialized in doing that task. When you get specialized in doing that task, what will happen is you will do the task at a lesser time and at a lesser cost of production. So ultimately what will happen is it will lead to less amount reduction in the cost of production. When cost of production is getting reduced, automatically you can fix a competitive price, so that when price is less, the demand automatically increases. So these are the features of outsourcing. Now let us see what are core and non-core activity. As I told you, business companies can benefit, or in the long run, when you see, the companies can benefit only when they concentrate on their core activities rather than on concentrating on non-core activities. Just imagine such a huge business is Samsung. Let us take a showroom, not a showroom, a car manufacturing company. Okay, let us take for example Hyundai. Hyundai, they have come out with so many brands of cars, is it? They are such a huge company. When they concentrate on non-core activities like office maintenance, okay, and housekeeping maintenance and accounts maintenance, what is the ultimate outcome of this? Their skilled people are being utilized in non-core activities, where such non-core activities can be done by even an unskilled person. So the skills of the people are put into less efficient work. So as a result, what is happening? The productivity will be affected. Now when core activities and non-core activities are separated, the company can concentrate only on core activities, and the non-core activities can be given to the people who are really specialists in doing that particular task. Okay, so you cannot ask an IT professional to take care of office management, to take care of the bookkeeping and all, because he is specialized in producing the softwares. So what can happen at what can be done at this situation is, these software professionals can be used for development of software. Rather, all these office management work and the clerical work could be handed over to to an outsider who is really good at doing these tasks. Okay, so we need to identify core and non-core activities. Next is, what are the benefits of outsourcing? When you look into the benefits of outsourcing, first thing is, you are focusing only on the core activities of the business. So what is happening? What is the core competence of the business? That is identified, and people are appointed exclusively to do the core activities. Okay, so distinct capabilities are being identified. The rest of the activities, it can be done by an outside agency. Next is to fill up economic development. Outsourcing, it encourages entrepreneurship. There are so much of people who are in need of job. In fact, unskilled people are there who are ready to work. Okay, as a result of that, when outsourcing is done, it creates more number of entrepreneurship. See, nowadays outsourcing has come to this level itself. There are people who are unemployed, no, they take up the work of doing the services for houses, such as, for example, to pay the electricity bill, to pay the water bill, to pay the income tax. Many people do not have time to do all this work. Okay, when these people organize an agency purely called outsourcing, they get customers where you can, the head of the family or the spouse, they can concentrate on their important works, where they need not spare their official time to go and pay all these. Or if there are people who doesn't have knowledge about e-banking and in e-marketing, e-commerce, for such people, this outsourcing is a very big boon to them. So they need not spare their time and go to the EB office or go to the income tax office and file their returns. So outsourcing is done on these basis also. So it stimulates what? Entrepreneurship. Next is, it encourages employment opportunities. See, everyone need not be businessmen. We can be people who support the business sector. So service sector's main objective is to support the business sector. So small business units, they take up such activities of outsourcing. Thereby what is happening is, new job opportunities are created, new employment avenues are created. See, just imagine, can you see, nowadays we have more number of, see, take for example Swiggy's. This is a clear example of outsourcing. Okay, there are many people who have spare time, In the evening they are free. So what do? After coming from the office, there are boys for their pocket money, they go for this outsourcing work. Here outsourcing work, it is done by whom? They meet the needs of the customers directly. Food is being delivered or groceries are being delivered at the place. Nowadays there is another outsourcing apart from Swiggy. You call it as I don't know. I do not. It starts with D. Okay, I'll get the exact word name of that. Suppose if I wanted to deliver the food which is prepared by me, I am staying at somewhere in Sai Baba colony, and my son is staying at Pilamedu. Let us assume that he is staying at Pilamedu. I wanted to deliver the food to him in the afternoon. There are people who are ready to do this work also. That is, you take your product or thing or anything it can be. It need not be food rather. For taking one commodity and going and giving it in another place, that is also done as outsourcing nowadays. Okay, so it creates employment opportunities. Next is reduction in investment. See, companies because of outsourcing, they utilize the service of outsiders. As a result, what is happening is their investment on such type of services gets getting reduced. You pay a service fee to them for the outsider, for the outsourcer. As a result, what is happening is the investment on such commodities or such services is getting reduced. Next is the amount of available productivity. The available amount could be utilized for productive purposes. As a result, your profit could be increased. Next is quest for excellence. Outsourcing, it has enabled the firms to focus or to pursue excellence in two different ways. One is you are excelling yourself by concentrating on the core activities. One more thing is you are enabling an outsider to improve his capabilities also by entering into a contract with him. So excellence is observed from the point of view of the firm and from the point of view of the outsourcer also. Now, under the outsourcing itself, we have got two types of outsourcing. One is business process outsourcing and knowledge process outsourcing. First, let us see what is business process outsourcing. BPO. It is again a contractual service of the company enters, or a group of company, they enter into a contractual service with an outsider outsourcing agent to complete some special work or some process of the company. They will take one process of the company and give it to the people. For example, a call center. See, for example, all the complaints which are lodged against, you can take a Jio or you can take an Airtel. Or you have a separate toll-free number where we normally take up the calls, we take up the complaints to that particular number. This particular work is being given to a call center. Take for example, booking of the gas in LPGs, gas cylinders. Again, we don't directly call to the agency who delivers cylinders, is it? Whom do we call? We have a toll-free number and we have our mobile number attached to that or registered to the toll-free number. So when we wanted to book a gas cylinder or when we wanted to register a complaint, we call only to that particular number, not to the agency. So this is again a business process outsourcing. So by doing this, the business people, it is, see, when you see a gas cylinder agency, the office will be a very small office only. The godown only will be a very big godown. Okay, where they stock the cylinders. But the place where the LPG cylinders, you can take any LPG cylinder, Indane or HP or Bharat Petroleum. The office will be a very small one, but they cater to lakhs and lakhs of people's services. How is it being done? Because it is being this process of registering a complaint or booking a cylinder or cancelling a cylinder, everything is being done by an outsourcing. Few years back, see, for example, almost 10 years back, when this concept did not come into the system, we have to directly go to the agency and book our gas cylinders. And after mobile phones and landlines became popular in usages, we were able to book our cylinders through phone itself. And after some years, we were given a toll free number through which we can book our cylinders or register our complaints. So this is a type of business process outsourcing, because production of cylinders is more important than the booking of cylinders or complaints against the cylinders. Next is need for BPO. First thing is, what is a basic need? You can concentrate or focus on main function. Next is benefit of specialization efficiency. By doing the simple task, you are able to specialize in that. And another important aspect is cost cutting. You are able to do the work at a very less cost of production. And the next one is it results in economic growth and development. Next is, you, as a result, when your cost is reduced, your profit is increasing. And last one is, you cater to all the dynamic demands. In the recent years, you have got the demand is being catered in different ways. Okay, to attract a customer, the firms are ready to do any sort of appeal, so that the product is being bought by the customer. So catering to the dynamic changes in the demand. The next type of outsourcing is knowledge process outsourcing, KPO. Here, the non-core activity is being given, or a special complete process is given to a contractual service provider. Here, with respect to knowledge process outsourcing, the high-end knowledgeable work, okay, the high-end knowledge work is being done by an outside outsourcing agent. A specialized work is being done by an outsourcing, and this is being done in order to run the business very successfully, and to provide cost effect in a cost effective manner. A clear example what we could suggest for this is using of softwares. See, many of the business people, they use different types of softwares for example, in their regular business activities. For office accounts maintenance, they use a software. For data entry, they use a software. And for complaints, they use a software. And for recording of to get to know about the complaints, or for the registration of new products or anything, we have a separate software. So these softwares are specialized skills or tasks which will be done only by people who have knowledge in that particular relevant task. So the KPO is nothing but you get the skilled task from an outsider. Such a business outsourcing, you call it as knowledge process outsourcing. So see, it is not that the people who work on a software, it is not that we need to know about how to prepare the software. It is not required at all. A person who is billing, you take up a departmental store. In a departmental store, you could see the person who is billing, he will never be a knowledgeable person. He might have completed his 10th standard or 12th standard. He will be working on a software where to generate the bill, and to you could see the person entering the product code and the quantity that has been bought against the particular code. Now, it is not a must that they need to know about the software. The software is being prepared by a technically skilled person who has got knowledge about that particular aspect. These people have utilized that task. This way, outsourcing, you call it as KPO, or knowledge process outsourcing. Next is need for KPO. Why should we need this? Because we could utilize the best skills that are available outside. See, I cannot employ a software. See, a departmental store, you cannot employ a software professional to produce a software which is needed for billing. Is it required? Absolutely not required. So, to pay the salary for a software professional, they could employ 4 or 5 people to do as a salesman to increase the sales volume. So instead, here what they can do, they can just purchase a software from a person, from a company who is specialized in doing that. So utilization of the best skill is being done with respect to KPO, and we are using the knowledge also to the fullest extent. And there, for any complex solution problems, they find a solution for that. By doing this, the expenditure is also reduced. They can concentrate only on the principal functions. Departmental store, they can concentrate only on focusing, or they can concentrate on how to increase their sales volume. Okay, and how to see their reduce their cost of production, they can focus on that. Next is outsourcing. It reduces the risk also. Whenever there is any problem with the software, immediately they can contact that person, they will come and give a remedial solution. Okay, so the risk is also not there. So with this, I think I can finish today's class. Next topic about e-commerce I shall take in the next class, children. Okay, your homework will be, I want you to, just a second. I want you to learn a long answer, third one and fourth one. Describe the benefits of outsourcing. Explain the points of difference between BPO and KPO. Okay, only 2 questions. I want you to learn and write and submit it to my WhatsApp ID. Thank you, children. Have a good day. Bye-bye.